welcome to this week's Drinks While Looking at Framed Art in My Apartment, also known as Drinks and Frames. My name is Julie Fesco, and I am the co-curator of my Brooklyn apartment art collection. Today, we will be looking at this water-based temporary tattoo that has been in my wallet for the past 14 years. The image on the tattoo was for a brief period of time the logo for the summer festival Shakespeare on the Sound. Shakespeare on the Sound is a theater company based in Connecticut that produces open-air productions of the plays of William Shakespeare. This is an event that signals the start of summer. Everything about these productions is wonderful. I mean, from the sets to the acting to the beautiful setting. It gave people the opportunity to picnic along the Long Island Sound while absorbing their annual dose of Shakespeare. Before we discuss any further, we will be pairing this discussion with the picnic drink of choice, a Pinot Gris spritz in a solo cup. So cheers! The image of the tattoo is of the poet, playwright, and actor William Shakespeare. I believe it was the summer of 2006 when I saw this tattoo on the table as you entered the amphitheater. I was immediately drawn to it because I knew when I first saw it, free on that table, that it was special. It was so special that I even self-laminated it with Scotch tape. The first thing that comes to mind when I think of the word Shakespeare is this portrait engraving, large anthology books, and Laurence Olivier.
Or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to.
Rough. I need another sip. Oof. Okay. Aside from the material intimidation, Shakespeare is one of the most brilliant writers. Shakespeare can make you laugh. He literally wrote a play about nothing and titled it, "This is Nothing." He can make you cry. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? He can make you think. The worth of that is that which it contains, and that is this, and this with thee remains. Or he can make you bang your head against a wall with pretty much any play that begins with the word Henry. Wait for it. There it is. Okay. So when I saw this tattoo, I thought it was a true representation of what Shakespeare is, full of color and room for interpretation. But here's the mystery. Little is known about this piece of artwork. I tried to search for who the artist may be, and the only clue I found was perhaps an inconspicuous signature on Shakespeare's collar. But I can't make that out. So I did the next best thing, which is also the #1 catfishing rule and reverse image search, the tattoo. Which only turned up the definition of a skull. Although that's not completely unrelated to Shakespeare, it just doesn't help me identify the artist. So I declare this as an unsolved mystery. Who is this artist? In the meantime, since I can't decide where I want this tattoo, it will continue to stay in my wallet. Well, that concludes this week's Drinks and Frames. Tune in next week where we will be looking at a garden. Cheers. See you next week. One time after a show, my dad and I went to a nearby bar to discuss the play, and some random divorced dad sits next to me at the bar and proceeded to hit on me. Horrified, my dad grabs me and runs out of that bar so fast. And my dad would never abandon an unfinished cocktail. Connecticut. Technically, it isn't summer until you hear someone blasting some Smash Mouth.
Go play, hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get